Why did I cry after watching the Grammys? Explain that to me. I watched the Grammys and yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. Hi, my name is Justine. I am an artist and a content creator. Welcome to my channel. Yes, it might be that I'm inconsistent with YouTube long form. I am. Pray for me, y'all, because I don't know why long form YouTube, it's just like my mind, it doesn't connect the dots. For some reason, it's such a struggle. But anyway, we are here. Why did I cry after watching the Grammys? Explain that to me. So while I'm talking about that, I thought, let me get ready with you guys because that's just fun. I don't know. I love watching people get ready and talk. So that's what I'm going to do today. So the Grammys came on this past Sunday. They came on February 1st, which is actually the day my Nana, my mom's mom, passed away. So it was very teary kind of day, but it was fun to watch the Grammys. I watched them with my husband. I feel like the Grammys were the #1 music show. It was very popular. I don't know what happened. Something happened in the 2020s when it became like 2019, 2020. Obviously there was COVID, but even beyond that, just the music, right? So I feel like you had certain people who I loved, like Billie Eilish, who kind of popped up on the scene. The music did not feel completely different for me. It didn't feel different for me. It felt very much like some people felt different, like a Billie Eilish and whatnot, but other people I kind of felt like, okay, so another Taylor Swift. All right. Okay, so Taylor Swift 2.0. Watching the Grammys kind of became a dud. It was like, I could kind of take it or leave it. Is Real Housewives of Atlanta on? I'm probably gonna watch that. Is Married to Medicine on? I'm probably gonna watch that. Is Real Housewives of Potomac on? I'm probably gonna watch that. You know, it gave kind of like that energy after a while. I think it felt like that for me because of the fact that I kind of felt it lacked diversity. It was something that I feel we kind of stopped watching after a while. Fast forward to this past Sunday, watching the Grammys and not really knowing who was invited. Like, I knew who was invited based off of who I like. So I love Olivia Dean. I love Leon Thomas. I love Billie Eilish, of course. So there were certain people who I knew to look for, Durand and Kalani. Like, there were some people I was like, okay, like I know I want to watch it. Could I put this lightweight daily moisturizer by Good Molecules with my makeup? I don't know. I feel like it kind of moisturizes my face, which is very known for getting dry. So I kind of put it along with the makeup. So I almost forgot that. We don't want no dry face over here. No. Anyway, but look, Kalani and Clips, like I knew certain people were nominated, so I was extremely happy about that. Oh, Bad Bunny was nominated. Definitely a new fan of him, and I'm liking for sure. But I knew he was nominated, so I was like, okay, that's gonna be cool. But I didn't know who was gonna perform. I didn't know what was going on besides the core people that I just mentioned to you. That's all who I cared about. When I tell you I was pleasantly surprised watching it, I felt everyone felt different. You had a Leon Thomas, you had an Olivia Dean. People felt, to me, authentic to them, and I love that. And that's something I want to kind of talk more about, and I think that's what kind of led me to crying a little bit toward the end, was just seeing people be authentically them. It became kind of rare. I've been doing content. I started my art brand called Winnie Weston in 2020, around the time when COVID happened. Social justice, social unrest, like the diversity was very popular. Knowing my brand, which is very heavy in Black culture, celebrating Black culture, there was a time where I felt in 2020 and on, 2021, 22, 23, as a artist who became a content creator through my art, it just started to feel like the content creation world, the influencer world, was leaning toward perfection. Want to say hi? Come here. Say hi. People who did the best had an aesthetically pleasing background. They probably had the Sony camera that everyone wanted to buy. It became so perfect and shiny. When it came to influencing the popularity, and therefore, as far as music artists is concerned, that became also the way people gravitated to. It was less about being different and more about how can we, as the industry, I mean, I think that's what they're saying, how can we replicate this type of person? Yeah, that was getting old. And it's always been old, but now, you always have trends, and you have the one end of the trend where it's people are super authentic and it's raw and it's real, and you start making your way through the decades, through the eras, through the years, where it goes to the other side of the trend, which is perfection, and it's beautiful and it's glossy, and it's the beige home, the perfectly set up fridge with all the drinks in it. That's kind of like what I feel content creation and influencing became. And I know you're wondering, how does this go back to the Grammys? I'm gonna connect it for you. I promise. Fast forward to the Grammys. I felt everyone felt so authentic. We are back. We are back. We are back to people being authentic, people being the artists, hopefully, that they want to be. That's what we're
so back.
We're so back. And honestly, I have to thank AI for that. AI coming and being added just made everyone feel kind of disgusted. You see a page and it's actually an AI, like it's like we've taken it too far. And this AI is pretending to be a real person and get brand deals and this and that. We've taken it too far. In a way, because of that, I think people have this reaction to the perfection in the AI, and now they're like, no, I want raw, I want real, I want authentic. That goes to my other point, why I absolutely loved the Grammys and what I learned from the Grammys. I realized how important it is to be your authentic self, how important it is for you to be and do and create what you like, what you want to see in the world, not for anybody else, not for the sound that they want you to have, the look that they want you to have. So many of those artists, they put themselves out there by uploading their music onto SoundCloud, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. They just went for it. 2 lessons I learned. Go for it. Put your stuff out there. Tag who you need to tag. Slide in the DMs. Like, put your stuff out there and see what happens. 10 years ago, Bad Bunny was bagging groceries in Puerto Rico. What? Like, and he just won Best Album of the Year for the Grammys. Are you kidding me right now? That man was bagging groceries 10 years ago? That taught me, oh my gosh, put the stuff out there. I don't care if it's not ready. I don't care if it's not done. I don't care if you don't like your look. I don't care. I don't care. And I'm talking to myself. I'm not getting on y'all. I'm talking to myself. And perfectly, you are a person who have been looking for a sign to just feel the freedom and releasing of the perfection, the perfect background, the perfect camera. Y'all, I'm filming on my iPhone. Like, dog in the back, going crazy. Okay, hair needs to be washed, but I felt like I had something to say. Let me hurry up and say it. Let me hurry up and film it because I have something to say. And yeah, so that taught me everything. I was like, yo, 10 years ago, he was bagging in Puerto Rico. And beyond him, he was bagging groceries in Puerto Rico. Olivia Dean, she's been at this for 10 years as well. And look at her now, winning Best New Artist and creating music that is, honestly, that told their stories, that they love their music. And it just, and the people who wanted to find their music, who will be fans, we gravitated to Bad Bunny, Olivia Dean, Leon Thomas, because they were being their authentic self. I learned that lesson watching the Grammys. Be your authentic self, because when you are your authentic self, the right crowd will find you. So many times, like even me being an artist slash content creator, there are a lot of times where I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want the followers. I want this, I want that. And sometimes you can get the followers, but that doesn't always mean that they are the right community for you to build, or that they really love you. They just maybe love who you're pretending to be. Something clicked watching the Grammys. Why it's so important to not be the fake version of yourself or be the other version of somebody else that's not you. Y'all, my brain, I'm not even lying to y'all. Like, I learned that. I was telling my husband that literally watching the Grammys, I was like, wow, these people are so different. Duran, like, just Kalani, and they just stayed in their lane. You know, like they just kind of like kept on working it. Okay, so when you are your authentic self, your authentic community who really connect with you and understand you, find you. Why is it just clicking to me now? I also learned the fact of just keep going. Keep posting, don't stop. It's definitely a challenge for me, especially when it comes to content creation and long form. Your girl be struggling. Your girl, I don't know why. I just like, I'll be consistent for maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, it says the last video for long form that I did for YouTube was like a month ago. I don't know why, but I need to stop. This is a very chaotic video. I know it is. It is very chaotic video, but that's just how life is. And I'm realizing that's okay. It's okay to show the chaos in your life. It's okay. I was like, yo, what am I doing with my life? Like, and granted, don't get me wrong. I am proud of what I've been able to accomplish with my art career. I literally this past week, I put out a new Black History Month collection that was for me. It was by me, for me, like just something that I'm interested in. But I was also given the opportunity, aside from what I did for my website, I was able to work with Black Girl Vitamins and create a vitamin bottle design for their D3 vitamin. And that's, oh my gosh, like, I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed to have these experiences. I feel good about my art career, but for some reason in content creation, it's hard for me to not feel silly. It's hard for me to not feel cringe. It's hard for me to feel like, oh, why would anybody care, or no one cares, and no one's looking at it. I only have like 30 views. It's like, okay, hang it up, Justine. And to be honest with you, last year I did, because I felt like I'm not good enough. My editing is good, but other girls are doing all these things, and they have the aesthetic house, and they have this, and they have that, and like my ceilings are low. I just had a lot of mental blocks, I think, because at a certain point, I was saying before, I need an office, I need a camera, and at a certain point, it's like you don't need anything else. You don't need not one other thing. What you need is confidence. What you need is audacity. And I'm talking to myself, but I could be talking to you. I don't know. But what you need is, I don't care. This is what I want to do, and I'm going for it. Kind of like a J-Lo spirit. Honestly, we talk a lot about J-Lo, but girl, one thing about J-Lo, she had confidence, and she believed that she was good at what she was putting out there. And I got to give it to her. The vocal might have not been there, but the confidence, and don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful actress, great dancer, like hands down. Vocal, let's be real, it's not, she's not like the best, but sometimes it just makes me almost like her even more, because I feel like, man, you really wanted that and you got it. Like, you really had the audacity to believe that you should be holding a mic in front of thousands of people who are listening to your vocals and possibly the vocals of other people, like, who are on your song, but, you know, singing your backgrounds. Like, for J-Lo, I'm like, we could learn a lot from J-Lo. We need to stop joking on J-Lo and actually open up a notebook and some notes down, because she learned it. She learned how to be, I'm going for it. I don't care if I'm bad or good. I have a passion for it. I'm going for it. That's the vibe that I'm on right now. That's literally the vibe I am on right now. Like, I may not be the best. I may not have the best this, and this, but I'm going for it, and my people will find me. Like, that's what the vibe we're on. So anyway, I learned that at the Grammys, and it really opened my eyes, just how it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. What's for you is for you. But you have to keep on going. Like, you have to keep on going. God meets you there. Like, he has something for you, but you have to keep on going so that you can see what he has for you. Don't stop on the road. Again, I'm talking to myself. Just thinking. Don't stop on your way to where the destination God has for you. Don't stop in the journey just because you feel like, oh, this and that. Girl, if you don't keep on keeping on and doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, I learned a lot from the Grammys. I don't know. I hope y'all were kind of like, maybe you're like me and you were also picking that up. Just the authenticity of people and how they were just living in their truth. Even someone like Justin Bieber, where he's in his boxers, like his silk boxers, playing Yukon, his song. And honestly, that's the vibe he's on, and I respect it. Tyler, the Creator, he's always been different, and that's the vibe he's on. And his fan base found him, love him down. So why do we think we should not be ourselves? Like, no, let's be ourselves. Everybody. The public announcement. Everybody be themselves. I don't care what you do. You know, of course, treat people nice. Don't do people wrong. But be yourself. Right? If you don't have an aesthetically pleasing house, that's okay. That does something to your mind. It does. It does something to your mind that makes you go, why am I not leaning into me? Why am I leaning into her? I need to lean into me. So good. If you're like me and you watched the Grammys and you picked up on that, we see each other. It was on the day of my Nana's anniversary of her passing. She passed 2/1. When I think about my Nana, she was so authentic. She just was. Phoebe Elizabeth Winfield, authentic. I think about her often and about how if she were here, what she would be saying to me. And how she probably would be saying to me, why do you care? Just do you. Like, do you. They got a million of them other girls. There's only one you. Like, what's going on here? And it was just the perfect reminder for me. It really was. It was the perfect reminder to just be your authentic self. I'm trying not to cry. Sorry. I'm trying not to cry. But it felt spiritual to me in a way. Just knowing the timing of the day it came out. What I've already been feeling. This is something I need to get over. This is a hump I need to get over. And I felt like God was tapping me on the shoulder to say, hey, yeah, get over that. You got some things to do. So that's what I learned watching the Grammys. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let's be friends, okay? Bye.